while I drank the milkshake.
And we're sued.
Can we be sued for that?
Yes.
How can we be sued for that?
I just feel like we could be. We don't
It's
have
free
that information.
advertising on a popular podcast.
Well, I mean, I guess if you wanted to call it that, it'd still be.
Fine.
Still be,
Tell you what I'll
unless we
do.
call it
I
parody.
won't say Cookout. We'll be sponsored by milkshakes.
That's the thing. I think it's the sponsored thing. They hear sponsored and they're like, they don't know we're not actually sponsored.
What if we do? What if we're well, okay? Because
You
then
can
I'm
say-
falsely. What if I say
They're not going to do anything. Obviously, if
You're not even going to hear it. But to be
if push
safe,
comes
I'll
to
just
shove, they'll give us a cease and desist, and we'll take it down and edit it out.
whatever. We'll get lawyers.
We have lawyers.
Who?
My father.
Does he work pro bono?
I
That means for free.
yeah, I know. And yes, if it's me, yes, he'll work for free.
Yeah,
Go
if
up.
it's like his son getting sued for his dumbass podcast, he'll do it for free.
Oh, by the way, I am next semester. I've signed up for podcasting. We have in the journalism school. They offer a class on podcasting, so we're gonna be freaking
No way.
professionals.
I bet you'll have homework where you have to turn us in. They like
Alright, y'all
record a
ready to get started?
podcast for your homework. You'll be like, done.
Done 15 million times. All right, y'all ready?
So tell you what I'll do. We won't be sponsored by Cookout. We'll be sponsored by milkshakes. But I'll happen to mention that my milkshake comes in a cup that reminds me that this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
You can say, if you know what that, where I got this, you can tweet us.
Do you want to take a picture for the Twitter?
Wait, hold on.
Make that face again. You
I know it's like I'm really excited. I'm getting some milkshake face.
All right, get it.
get... Oh Lord! All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Brian, do we know what we're talking about? Is it going to be fun? Hold
Yeah.
on. The Texans scored. Hold on. Oh, Lamar Miller. Jackpot! Let me see how much I'm up on Wesley now. Yeah, well, we're ready.
All right,
I'm
here we
by
go.
14.
Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Living Water Boys. We have a great episode, the Thanksgiving episode, with it coming right
Somewhere
around the corner.
between good and great.
Somewhere between good and great. The Thanksgiving episode coming right here. Oh, I'm gonna start over. I'm sorry. I lost. You
Got a
came
lot
in,
to
I
be
lost
thankful
mine.
for. Hey,
Right.
just ignore my side comments, but they're going to be coming.
All right. Here we go. Okay,
Is that
all
right, Brian? Is that fair?
It's fair.
All right. First ever take 2 on the intro. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great episode 13 of the Living Water Boys. God.
Take 3.
Take 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hate you.
I was going to moon you, but it was too obvious.
All right, here we go.
This one's for real. Take 3. Oh, my gosh. This Alan's ass cheeks.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 13 of the Living Water Boys. It's me, Will the
Lucky number 13.
It's Mick Bryan over there, a.k.a. Bigfoot, and Reverend Big Al. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing
Doing
great.
fantastic. Just happy to be together. How about you, Bigfoot?
Man, episode 13, Baker's Dozen. I'm feeling great.
Before
I don't
we
know,
get to
guys.
that,
Episode 13. Are we supposed to do like hotels and skip this episode for good luck? Nah,
Too late.
let's give it to
no,
everybody.
you know, in fact, we're going to slap Thanksgiving onto it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Thanksgiving episode. But first, I want to get to McBrien here, and I want somebody here to explain Bigfoot. So rumor tells me that Bigfoot came from possibly a downstairs neighbor of McBrien himself, coming up and coming out with a noise complaint saying that McBrien might have some loud footsteps when going from place to place within his own home. Reverend Big Al, your thoughts on that?
Well, listen, let's be honest. Nobody walks with more purpose than McBrien does. Whether he's going to McDonald's, he's going to the couch, or he's going back to McDonald's. We all know that he walks with a purpose. And, he's tall, and you know what they say about someone who's tall? It means they probably have big feet. And so Bigfoot over here, it sounds like his steps might be a little bit loud, at least while he's walking around the apartment. So, listen, guys, it's something to be careful of. We all know the Bible tells us to love our neighbor as ourselves, and let's just put it this way. It doesn't sound like the Hoyses have been that loving to their downstairs neighbor, if you know what I mean. Or their downstairs neighbor's been a little bit sensitive. It just depends on your perspective for the story. Either way, Bigfoot, what's your defense tonight?
Well, my defense is, not everyone is blessed to be a former Division I athlete and just be so dense with muscle. So, it happens. I'm just doing what anyone else would do.
Well, my response is it sounds like he plays basketball for NC State because he doesn't have any defense. Whammo! Did you see them giving up 100 points to Creighton? I don't even know where Creighton is on a map. And they scored 100 points against NC State. Somebody was taking the Virgin out of the Virgin Islands when they were at that tournament. Anyway, let's move on to our exciting Thanksgiving episode so that Bigfoot here can kick his feet up and not bother the other people in the building. Certainly don't want him to get evicted here before the holidays. But as we said, this is going to be our Thanksgiving episode. I will say, from my perspective, Thanksgiving is hands down the best holiday for any clergy. Most holidays, long weekends come on Mondays, like Memorial Day or Labor Day or Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Mondays aren't the best. You still got to work a weekend. It's not really going to give you a chance to get out and vacation in it or anything. Christmas, Easter, obviously those are religious holidays. That's what I love about Thanksgiving. No religion whatsoever, except for the religion of I'm going to sit in my sweatpants and watch football and get a lot to eat. So nothing makes me more excited than celebrating Thanksgiving because it means several days off and away from the church offices. McBrien, do you agree? What's your favorite holiday as a clergy person?
First and foremost, Flag Day, but shortly behind that, Thanksgiving. Not only for the reasons that you've mentioned, but also there's football on. And this year in particular, I think the slate is a little mouth-watering. From 12:30 till after midnight, there is some great action on TV. And you're not in the office, you're eating good food, and you're glued to the action. So what's not to like?
And not even action like you normally get during the week. I was tempted to argue for Cinco de Mayo as my favorite holiday, but it just can't compete with the football we get on Thanksgiving. McBrien, let's turn our attention to those Thursday NFL games. Which one? We've got three: Minnesota at Detroit, Washington at Dallas, and Pittsburgh at Indianapolis. Which one are you most excited about?
Not shockingly, Washington at Dallas. Washington was so strong this past week. Despite Chris Collinsworth's laundry list of excuses for why the Packers were not 100%, the Redskins demolished them. And so I'm excited to see how they stack up against Dallas. I think they might be getting too big for their britches. Dak Prescott, while a good quarterback, is not the greatest rookie ever, who doesn't throw any interceptions. And I would love to see them get humbled. Washington plays well in Dallas. If you remember 2 years ago, the Colt McCoy show on Monday night. I'd like to see a repeat of that.
Homecoming
But
for
with,
Colt in that game.
Yeah. Hey, did you know this past week Colt McCoy was the emergency long snapper? Imagine
Just
seeing.
goes to show that he's a man of many talents. You know,
He is, but
Joseph had many coats. Colt McCoy had many positions. Real similar story there.
yeah, no doubt. I'll take Redskins 34-32.
Wow. Calling the Redskins victory on the road, 7.5-point underdogs. I like the pick. You know, many keep waiting for rookie quarterback for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, to have his off game. It'll be interesting to see if it comes this week. I'm certainly not impressed with the Cowboys receivers. Des Bryant is an athletic talent, but I would think Josh Norman could match up with him and do okay. Certainly could be a game where if the Redskins can slow down Ezekiel Elliott, they'll be in good shape. But, you know, playing these road games on a Thursday is not easy, which brings me to my next question, Brian. Is it fair that the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys get to host Thanksgiving Day games every single year, or should that be rotated amongst lots of teams?
It is absolutely not fair. I think it should be rotated amongst many teams. This wouldn't be shocking if you heard my perspective in the Living Water Boys debate pod, but I think that for them to have a monopoly on this great holiday, this holiday that the Reverend Big Al calls the greatest holiday on our calendar, I get tradition, but I also don't think they need to have it on lockdown. Share the love. More cities nationwide should be able to partake in this.
Brian, I got to tell you, I could not disagree more. You know why we call it the greatest holiday for us? It's because it is a freaking holiday, and we don't have to work. So if I'm a member of another NFL team, say the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, I don't know, Dolphins, Buccaneers, Panthers, Jets, Bill. I mean, I could go on for days listing these teams. If I'm a member of one of these teams, the last thing I want to do is get stuck playing Thanksgiving Day games. Because you know what? I want my vacation and I want my holiday too. So I say keep them in Detroit, keep them in Dallas, and leave me out of it so that I can watch and enjoy the holiday as it was meant to be enjoyed.
Hey, I could watch and enjoy the holiday as it was meant to be enjoyed, no matter who's playing, because I don't play for any of their teams.
Amen.
So, I'm tired of Dallas. I'm tired of Detroit. Let's see some different guys.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, while we're talking about the games, Vikings at Lions early in the morning, well, noon, but early for many, on Thursday. Vikings are 2.5-point, or Lions, are 2.5-point favorites at home. They are leading the NFC North after the Vikings' hot 5-0 start. They've certainly come back down to earth. The Lions won in Minnesota a couple weeks ago in overtime. Who do you think wins this one, McBride?
I think there might be a tie.
Man, a third tie this season. How exciting would that be? The year of the missed extra point and the year of the tie. When do you ever see that? Calling a tie for an NFL game, that's what you hear on our podcast full of hot takes. Wonderful. Well, I certainly think the Lions are going to make some statements, and they're going to keep rolling to their division title despite their shortcomings as a team. I look for them to win again on Thursday. Excuse me. The nightcap that many are excited about, what many would argue to be America's team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, going to Indianapolis. We have the Steelers as 3-point favorites. Thursday night football, Steelers at Colts. What do you see, McBride? Who's going to win on Thursday night?
You know, I don't think Pittsburgh as right now as they've been earlier in the season. Of course, Big Ben's health. And, you know, I think that we are college football as well on Thanksgiving. What's your thoughts on college football being played on Thanksgiving? Frankly, I don't really care. Ever since we lost Texas A&M Texas, to look forward to.
Hey, I'm gonna say we're gonna start that segment over again.
Hey,
We're gonna
Brian,
edit it out. Brian, you're
when
cutting
I
out a
asked you
little
about the Steelers and the Colts, we didn't hear anything you said. So can we go back to – is your internet working okay?
Hear me now?
I can. I don't know what happened. You're kind of blurry to us. That's why I'm worried.
bit. Yeah.
Hey, so I'll kick it to you for Steelers and Colts again, and
Yeah,
then
he's left.
oh,
He'll just join back.
that's cool.
Let's make sure he gets the.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Right.
Is he back?
Not yet.
All right.
He might have just completely cut.
Is he texting us?
Yeah, he's saying he's seeing total frozen.
Shoot.
That his internet dropped him unless it's his douchebag neighbor.
Oh, I bet it was.
How would it be his neighbor? I was joking. Would his neighbor have access to the internet?
I just like conspiracy theories.
That as do I. So are you like in your bedroom right now, or you're like kitchen or office?
Kitchen, yeah. I just set up my computer at my kitchen table.
All right.
That's what
I
you
was
do when
just
you
wondering
work.
how fast you went and got a glass of milk.
Yeah. I need milk to wash down the milkshake. Do.
How do you spell neighbor? Golly. Neighbor. First, you were cutting out a little bit, but now you're pretty loud and clear.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
Am I pretty crystal clear?
Yeah, you have been.
We are on completely insecure internet. We don't have.
Yeah. So when are you going? Are you home yet? You're going home what? Like tomorrow night?
Yeah, I go to work. I work tomorrow. There he is. Let's see if he's back. I go back. I work tomorrow from 4:30 to 9, probably the same time, probably about 9:45. And
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
say
Wow.
say a
How
Right.
now, brown cow?
yeah,
How now, brown cow?
Every
Unique
kiss
New York.
with K. 100 years of K Jewelers.
yeah, that your sense cut out a little bit more. You just
Man.
blotchy.
.com, United Airlines. You are in this video call. William added Brian Hoyser and Alan Smith hangout. Am I coming?
Yeah, still breaking up.
Man,
Real splotchy. Hey, go do me a favor. We'll try something real quick. Go to the top where it says bandwidth usage, and go ahead and just drop it down to low.
Where's it say that? Where's it say that?
okay, I got it on low.
Let's see if that. Now keep saying some sentences.
The easiest way to join the family. Football is family. NFLshop.com. A fanatic experience.
Where are you reading this stuff?
Still pretty splotchy. Huh.
Um,
Well, will you just finish your podcast class so we can get this stuff figured out?
Yo, what if I come back with all this stuff?
If we were making all kinds of real money, we would definitely get your class reimbursed by our podcast expenses.
All right.
But last time I
remember that.
checked, we didn't actually make any money, so we're not able to do that.
No, we aren't.
Did you get my
That's
Venmo?
That's like the most useful class that I would have taken. Like, that's more useful than any class I've ever taken in my life.
What?
Podcast class. It's way more useful than preaching. That class sucked.
I bet it did. Talking about God and all that.
Yeah, Methodists try to do like 10-minute sermons without sermon illustrations. They suck.
What are sermon illustrations?
It's like when you tell a story.
Oh,
You know how that's like the only thing you hear in a sermon?
yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so Methodists just start talking about
The
like,
Bible.
oh, that's awful.
But their sermons are like 10 minutes. It's like sermons just aren't a big deal in their worship.
He's
So, like,
gone again. Yo,
Baptists are like the craziest about worship.
we might have to pick this up
Okay.
at a different time and place.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. If we did something later this week, you and I could be on location in G Vegas.
Hey, seriously. When do you get there Wednesday?
I don't know what time, but we could do something Wednesday.
I'll probably get out of the stand about 11.
Oh no, I don't. I think I'll leave. I may not leave here till middle of the day. I think
Yeah,
we're
that's
kind of.
what I'm
I think
saying.
Wednesday. I don't know if I'd be there till Wednesday night.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can get in the church if you seriously if we can do this Wednesday night. Hey Brian, let's just give it up. We'll try it. We'll try it tomorrow night or Wednesday night.
I'm texting him. Can you hear us, Brian?
No.
And actually, what would be funny? I don't know. I don't want to completely change what we're doing, but it would be funny to get Booty to come do a FCS playoffs preview.
Yeah. When are you?
Is Furman in the playoffs? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's fine. Hey, I'm just gonna tell Brian, cut for tonight, and we'll reconnect tomorrow and see.